There we are. Finally. Hello, the real Tech 1. Not able to make the entire stream tonight. That is a-okay. Looks like you're the first one here. Yes, you are. I just started. You are right on time. Very good, very good. What can I do here? Just messing around with settings. Don't mind me. How are you doing tonight? And Tem is just fine. Are you going to be checking out the VOD afterward, coming in to say hello real quick, or... Totally cool either way. I'm just glad you're able to come in and say hello for now. Excuse me. Oof. Spring's coming back, fellas. I ain't ready. I got pollen allergies. You can tell spring's coming back because the frogs are waking up. Hiya. Won't be chatting tonight, but we'll be happily watching. Have a good stream. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy. Oh damn, one shot, nice. So to anyone who's in the stream right now and is has checked out my channel page in the past 12 hours, the KOTOR Honor Mode video is coming out tomorrow at 12 p.m. EST. However, if you're a Great Ape member or higher, then it's out right now, 24 hours early. So keep an eye out tomorrow, fellas, for KOTOR Honor Mode. Finally done up and edited, ready to go. It took quite a long time, this one. I think it was one of my longer edited videos. I was up all night last night from like 10 to 6 a.m. and earlier in that day just editing straight. But I think it was worth. The Honor Mode video is going to be a bit of a different style than my usual videos. As I mentioned when I was streaming the series originally.
Is a living thing.
When I was streaming, when I was streaming the Honor Mode run, I was mentioning how I wanted to write this one differently. I wanted it to be more about me and the challenges, the specific clinical stuff that I did, the research that I did in order to beat the game, rather than, you know, doing what I usually do in crafting a funny character and a narrative around the run of KOTOR.
Yes.
It's a different style. I think it's going to be
Prepare yourself.
more generally easy to understand because of that, because most challenge YouTubers, they don't tell their stories of their runs through the perspective of a character or a abridged version of the story of the game they're playing. They usually just say, well, in this challenge, I, over and over and over. Tech. Oh, you're good. No worries, Tech. Enjoy the Honor Mode video. Also, Achuta. Hello, Franz. Thank you very much for your comments. Glad you got to see the video, man. 24 hours early.
I hear you.
I was just saying, you could probably testify that the Honor Mode video is a bit different than my usual style. Oh, I need Beodur out here. Can I switch him? Yes. Great.
What's going on?
Pardon me if my throat's a bit weird and I sound a bit weird. I just had dinner and I was wolfing it down a little too fast. I was very hungry. I was so hungry. I was the hungriest boy. Hungriest boy ever. Oh damn, he doesn't even have any dueling levels. It's because he's got no feet. This guy. It was well written, made me laugh when you mog the camera. Yeah. Another thing that the on mode video has that's different from my previous videos, many more stream moments, live reactions from myself. So it is unique. I'm very interested to see how it does in comparison to my other videos, which are far more focused on me writing a narrative and all that, and characters. And I think you guys will like it. You like it very much. Time for some more gambling addiction promotion. Hell yeah, Dralium. Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah? Oh, right, we're going into the cache. We're gonna... What? Skill too low? Impossible. I got all night. Let's do it. Are we gambling? Yes, very soon. We're gonna be off Duxon and we're gonna be going all in on Onderon. It'll be great. It'll be glorious. Yo,
Let's go.
my slime bayo. I need you to disable all these mines, please. Can we get a Bayodur emote of just, yeah? I need 5 more members before I can do another emote. Before I can make a new one. I'll have to consider that design as well. Maybe I just like do a PNG of his head and... Yeah? Like just written under it in usual KOTOR font. Gambling on demolition, I see. Of course, always. All demolitions work as a gamble. If you really think about it. That's Shadda. We will be doing Shadda last because that is the planet that has the champ. The best Pazaak player ever. Even though you can just force persuade him to give up the fight. You can also, if you're male exile, just, you know, bang one of the Pazaak players and skip their match. But we will not be doing that. Because real Pazaak players don't have sex. It just doesn't happen. But yeah, when I get around to, when I get 5 more members, I'll certainly consider the Bayodur, yeah, emote. That would be very funny. I'll run some designs by the Gorilla Club, see what they think. Ooh, Scoundrel Gloves. Junro Crystal. I don't think I really need that. Scoundrel Gloves are +5 dex, right? Too bad I fucking hate Atten. Too bad I hate that guy. Alright, I think it's time to wank the clankers up. Do I have Destroy Droid maxed out on the Cray? The Cray Bay? No, I don't, but that's okay.
Hear you.
Something War Thunder and Pazaak players have in common. Getting 0 bitch. Damn. Honestly, in what video game does anyone get bitches? Maybe Valorant. Maybe other hero shooters, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals. But like, what game is really known for that? I'm pretty sure most games are known for people being asocial losers. So like, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, War Thunder and Pazaak are exceptional in those regards, and they deserve to be said out loud. But, you know, just on the opposite side of the spectrum. Is there ever a game that makes someone more attractive? Like, yeah, I play X game. Does that make anyone attractive? I don't think so. The Sims? Yo, I play The Sims. Does that work?
What's going on?
I wouldn't know. Okay. So I can't exactly testify. Bash. there they come. There they go. Here to come. Let's get our Valor turned
I
on.
hear you.
And then we just spam Destroy Droid. Yeah. 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 Oh, the droids are beating each other up too. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I hear you.
Yeah. All your exes played The Sims 3. Maybe that should be considered a red flag on a second thought. Oh no. Maybe.
This shall not stop us for long.
That is an interesting statistic, though. I hope our buddy Mandalore doesn't mind that we just broke all his stuff. It was really necessary. Because I wanted to gain... Oh, that's locked. Here. Help me out, Bayo.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'll have this open in no time. This is too tough for me.
I guess that's when you have to get mines for. I'm all out. Because all the mines around here are too hard for me. Only if they had a significant amount of DLC. That's pretty fair, TBH. What are these combat gloves? How good are they? All saves and damage res versus energy? That's pretty damn good, actually. Just straight up resisting 5 energy on top of damage reduction from, like, implants and stuff. That's really good tank gear. That's really damn good. If she's into anime, be like a... I will never say aloud to a woman that, yeah, I play Genshin Impact. I will say I play Honkai Star Rail, though. I have played Honkai Star Rail in the past. I don't play it anymore, because kind of just got bored. Felt like my account was just not as strong as it could have been. I know that they started buffing characters, like, not long after I left, though, so that's kind of funny.
I'll have this open in no time.
But, I don't think Genshin is something you should self-report, even in the modern day. Zenless Zone 0, ZZZ. I was deciding whether I should say ZZZ or Zenless Zone 0 or not. That one's a bit weird too. On one hand, the art direction and the story are good, but it's also the most gooner of gooner games, so that could be a self-report as well. Sims 3 is a contender, as we've found out. I'd say Valorant as well. In most hero shooters, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals. Low-key, playing The Sims is like a sign of someone who is controlling. Possibly. So, if you're saying if I play Stellaris, and I mention that, people are going to think I'm controlling. Interesting. Or Civilization 6. Remember, kids, Sims 4 is free, but to purchase all the DLC is currently more than the value of a cheap car? Holy shit. I'll make the TTS say Genshin. You can't stop me. No, bro. Nah, dude. Don't do that. But yeah, for all the Hoyo games out there,
Fallen.
I'm an avid player.
Lagan just self-admitted he is an avid player.
An avid player of what? Which game? Thank you very much for the support, by the way, Franz. Highly appreciated. Did you know that you can play Lego Island on the 3DS? No. But there is this Lego game I really, really want to find again. I want to go to, like, some GameStop. I didn't want to report you that hard. Honkai Star Rail? What's wrong with Honkai Star Rail? What are the stereotypes for Honkai Star Rail? I think Honkai Star Rail is pretty tame in comparison to ZZZ and Genshin. I haven't talked to her at all. What are you talking about?
SP. We shall see. I doubt such acquisitions will prove. The Mandalorians, the Jedi are gone. I fear
Oh, dark side points. Oh well, big whoop. We've got so many light side points anyway, we can afford it. Same dev as Genshin. Same gameplay loop. I wouldn't say same gameplay loop. I would say Honkai... I know that the same game dev, Hoyoverse. But I think each game definitely has a different culture. And different stereotypes involved. Genshin, of course, is Genshin. It is the degenerate game.
This one.
I think Star Rail is... What? Why did I just find a double-bladed lightsaber? Huh? What prompted that? What prompted me getting a double-bladed lightsaber? What? And it's white? Huh? Where did this come from? What? Did a Canuck have this in there? What? I did. I'm tweaking, bro. I don't know how that happened. Wait, would that be considered winning at gambling? Yeah, I guess I won the loot table. Not only is it a double-bladed lightsaber, it's got a white crystal already inside of it. How does that happen? How does that happen? It's probably got lightsaber crystals in it too. Because that can't be base damage. Let me see this. Let me see this. Theodore, hop out for a sec. Let me see. T3. Okay, no, it is raw. But, like, silver crystals, man. How does that happen? How does this occur? Well, we have a double-bladed lightsaber now. Cool. Holy loot table, Batman. I can only assume that the restored content version of the game somehow messes with loot tables, because there is no chance that killing a Canuck gives me a direct inventory injection of a lightsaber. I didn't loot the Canuck. I just got it out of nowhere. Heart of the cards. It's one of the mobs that drops a lightsaber part if you haven't built it. If you've built the saber, you get a complete weapon instead. Okay, okay. That makes more sense. Thank you, Nat. Still crazy. The math does indeed math. It is fucking raw. I think, as I was saying, I think Honkai Star Rail has different stereotypes that are, you know, less harmful compared to ZZZ and Genshin, especially. But if you guys have heard differing stereotypes for Honkai Star Rail players, let me know. I'm actually interested. Because while I was playing Honkai Star Rail, I didn't really feel as though anything was too crazy. If anything, that game was just like the most memeable game out of all of Hoyo's titles. Listen, I'm no better 14 years and 10k hours. Oh my god, 10k, wow. That is dedication. Called...
Call that a 5-star SSR rank pull.
Yeah, bro, I just pulled Jing Liu out of a Canuck's stomach. Thank you very much for your support, Crow. Highly appreciated, man. Yeah, just... lightsaber part that was supposed to be brought from... that was supposed to be acquired from Canuck. Scripted event. It was a full double-bladed lightsaber. So that makes sense, okay. If I have a lightsaber already, then makes sense, it would give me a lightsaber. But it wasn't a short lightsaber, or even just a single lightsaber. It was a double-bladed lightsaber with a silver crystal. How does that happen? There has to be some kind of RNG specifically deciding what crystal's inside it as well. Because you'd expect, like, you know, blue, yellow, green, maybe red. But silver? I'm pretty sure that's a crystal you can't even, like, get until you complete quests for the Rhodian lady on Nar Shaddaa. Crazy luck. Crazy luck.
What are you doing out here? It's dangerous for your car.
What was the Lego game? Lego Battles. I really liked Lego Battles when I was young. I recently found like some YouTube videos replaying the game on an emulator. I'm thinking maybe I should give that a go. But you didn't hear that from me, actually. I used to have the solid copy, but I don't know where it went. I've got a working DSi and a working 3DS. I would prefer to just get a solid copy of the game at a GameStop or something, but most GameStops in my area are either closed or just don't sell old stuff. They just sell only new stuff. No bargain bin with old, ancient games, just PS5, Xbox One S, or whatever. I don't know, can I? Hello, Imri. All the PS2 Lego Star Wars games are legit based. You'll check it out, never heard of it? Yeah, it's actually a surprisingly good real-time strategy game made by Lego. Pretty darn good. I really liked it. It's got a very strangely active, like, competitive scene from last I saw. It's niche, of course. Niche scene, but people play it competitively. It's like StarCraft, but Lego. Can you beat this game as a gambler? You still on KOTOR? I am back to Kingdom Come. Yeah, we're still on KOTOR 2. And the KOTOR 1 video, Honor Mode video, is out tomorrow, Emery, so keep an eye out for that. Members, of course, get it 24 hours early. They have it today, but tomorrow, 12 p.m. EST, new video.
I am a Mandalorian scout. I don't go on patrols. Mandalore sent me out here personally to track a ship that landed in the area. No, it wasn't them. That ship was damaged and screaming its ID signature all the way down. This one was trying to slip in quietly, and it was keeping its eye on emissions to a minimum. Just this corpse here. Looks like a scout, and pretty green, too. The fool walked right into a group of Canucks and got torn apart. He can't have been the only one crawling around here. If there's more, we need to take them out.
Oh, heck yeah. Let's do this, dude.
There's more of these scouts in the if we split up, we should. I'm going to take up a position to the east.
Nice, let's get him, dude. Wait, there's a Discord? For Lego Battles? Or for the... yes, there is a Discord for the Gorilla Club members, which are the, the highest member rank. I will be making a public Discord server.
What happened to Lon?
He got swarmed
Oh, wow.
by those little beasts. I think they're called Canucks.
I hope this mission is worth it to the Colonel. If not...
British.
Did you hear that?
That's him! Get him!
Okay, man. I just met you guys and you want to kill me. Yes, there is a Discord for the highest tier of members right now. I will be making a public Discord at 10,000 subscribers. Until then, I'm going to look for people who I can trust to, like, mod that server. I want to give those people perks, like, actually tangible perks, so I'm not just asking people to do things for free for me. Whether I give them, like, free membership or whatever. Oh my god. Well, 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 Franz. Welcome to the Gorilla Club, my friend. So, you should see with your new rank that there is a Discord link to the Gorilla Club. There you will see all the fellas. Thank you very much for your support, Franz. Highly appreciate it. But yes, as I was saying, there will be a public Discord server in the future. I'm just looking for all the right people. In the meantime, I know some people in my community have volunteered. I want to think of, like, actually good ways to compensate them. I don't want people to do things for me for free. That doesn't feel right. So it could be like free Gorilla Club perks, stuff like that. Extra sneak peeks, whatever. I'll figure it out. I haven't got it solid yet. But that's the idea. Public Discord with moderators who are actually, people I trust and people who will be getting something out of it. Not just, doing stuff for free. I vow to use any powers I may be granted only for evil in the Discord. Lol. Or, we'll see, we'll see. You got upsold? Oh my. Yes, Rabbits, new video, it shall be out. Advance Wars was my DS strategy games, never heard of that one. But, I mean, what DS game was bad, really? Another DS game I was talking about the other day, actually, Bakugan. Bakugan DS game went so hard, bro. I loved it. Loved Leonidas. I never really paid attention to the plot of Bakugan, TBH. Or Beyblade. Not very effectively. I should rewatch those series. It'd be a trip as an adult, I'm sure. Be very silly. Pure Pazaak, glad to be here, but I always miss the first few minutes. I think you stream on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. 7:30 p.m. EST, Eastern Time. So you're pretty on the money, Hans. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. You carried my terrible aim through marathon. I'm fairly compensated. Fairly compensated. If that's what it takes, marathon carries for Discord, you know? Carries with very large quotation marks coming from me. A person who's only been playing like third-person shooters recently. Sure, bro. I'll take it. Beyblade? That's a name I haven't heard for a long, long time. Yeah, me and my friends, when we get together...
Staging camp up here.
Lieutenant,
Do more.
more beasts.
When me and my friends get together for events like New Year's or holidays, we always put on classic Beyblade at the place we're staying because it's a meme for the group now, pretty much. To just reminisce and watch how cringe and silly old Beyblade was in these shows for kids. But for real though, Ryuga from the show, that kid was a menace. That kid was just a wizard, bruh. He was nutty. That guy just killed people straight up. And he had a surprising amount of aura. I know I just used that word unironically in the year of our Lord 2026, but it's true. Killed the Zake, got the missing Mando. Telemetry computer, battle circle. Yeah, I think we're about right. Just need to get Beodur in the party now. Think we're about sorted, yeah? Think we're about proper. Went wrong way. Lego Battles or Lego Battles Ninjago? Both. I liked both of those. I was a huge Ninjago fan when I was young. I had this habit when I was young of always rooting for the character who was the least liked, so I was big on Jay, the Lightning Ninja.
I found more of their scouts. I heard Blaster... I'm surprised they wouldn't talk to you. Find out anything... Colonel Tobin is General Vaklu's personal cat hound. Mandalore needs... They're Onderon military. One, perhaps we can face each other.
Bye, Kelborn. Both of those games were really good. Lego Battles and Lego Battles Ninjago. Jay was my favorite ninja. Just like Yamcha's my favorite Dragon Ball Z character. I was always rooting for the people who were not liked and digging up reasons why they should be liked or why they're underrated or why people hate them unjustly. Ryuga was a beast. It's so true, Annie George. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Hans and Franz in the chat. It's true. They're here to pump you up. Eastern time, Central time is the GOAT. It's preferred time for real Americans. Well, I'm on the East Coast, what can I say? Shanghai Dragons Season 1. The Dragon Lego sets, I know those went hard. Then they kind of like gave up on the dragons. They let the dragons go for some reason. Like, what was up with that? I get why the golden weapons were destroyed, but like, they gave up their dragons for no reason. They're like, you know what, we don't need to see these guys again. What? Huh? What do you mean? I want the dragons back, they were cool.
Damn it. Jungle is taking over everything.
Hey man, I got your thing for you.
Good day.
Who is the most unfairly disliked KOTOR 1 or 2 character? Unfairly. I don't know about unfairly. Goto... I forget, you don't actually get to see their outlines in this game. Goto sucks. No one likes Goto for good reason. I think Atten is not underrated. I think he's underhated. Kreia is overrated. Handmaiden's fine. Visas is perfect. T3 is good in this game. I would say Beodur is easily one of the more overhated characters in this game. People think he's more boring and don't talk to him and stuff like that. I would put Beodur up there for sure. Maybe Hanhar as well. Hanhar, nobody talks about him, really. Everyone says they prefer getting Mira, and if they have a choice, they'll always choose Mira over Hanhar. So maybe Hanhar and Beodur would be my choices there. I hate Atten, straight up. I have bias. I don't like that guy. Space Shark takes too much hate. Space Shark? Who's the Space Shark? Batten. I was rooting for the underdog. Overwatch League Dragon Season 1 was like... Oh, Overwatch League. I actually don't follow Overwatch League, so I don't know anything about that. Only thing I know about Overwatch League is the C9 incident, because that's what people say every time I play Marvel Rivals, when people hop off point and lose the game because of it. Hello, JJJ. One question, why is there caramel in booze now? To make it taste less like piss, I guess. Welcome to the chat, JJJ. Howdy. No, you're right, Out Franz. I hate Atten. I dislike him very much, but like for an underrated person who is not hated for any good reason, probably Beodur and Hanhar. Hanhar's probably for a better reason. You know, he's just evil and an asshole. But Beodur, definitely an underdog in this game, I would say, in terms of fan reception.
You do? I don't know how, but these pieces looking good. I'll be sure to tell Mandalore how my Mandalorians are expected to do it. Alright, if you...
Alright, if you say so. Alright, dude. Can I get full light side now? Ugh. Almost there, almost there. Guard Captain, okay. Works for me.
If you had... I'm impressed.
Cool. Missing Mando. Talk to Zarga. Zarga. My slime over here. Hey, dude.
You found Kumas, and alive, no less. I suppose he was evasive when I asked him what happened. We'll see if Kumas will prove war.
Kumas. Mandalorian Assault Armor. That's probably like 12 AC, right? A lot of money if I don't need it. Mandalorian Assault Armor. Wow, 13 AC. Whew. Elite armor indeed. I'm a Clanker hater, so I've always hated T3.
The Mandalorians will rise.
I think people will warm up to T3 more in this game. He's more useful in this game. Beodur sounds like the kind of guy you'd think Atten is. I always felt bad for the main character. I always felt bad that the main character doesn't remember him on Telos. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird narrative dissonance there. Like, we are playing a character with a set backstory and people who know him, or her. But we, the player, have to twist this character into a forgetful exile because we don't know who any of these people are. But, like, if this were a TV show, the exile would know who Beodur was. The exile would remember. Maybe not right away, but she would remember. Whispers in your ear. Yeah? The writers have to make sure that we are introduced to the people that the exile certainly absolutely knows, but pretends they don't know for a little while. Writing thing. You know, if we got an NPC that's female, but it's Atten. So, Shadowheart. You're saying we need Shadowheart. Gender bent Atten. I guess. Yeah. I guess he would be the most like Shadowheart. Not like Minthara, not quite like Lae'zel, but kind of sort of similar, but not quite. Yeah, it would just be Shadowheart. Let me tell you, I think it all started with Morgan in Dragon Age Origins. Morgan sort of started a trend, I think. Shart came from a blueprint, and it was the progenitor Morgan who created this mold. I've never played BG3. Here you can romance a bear, though. Yeah. You can romance a druid who can turn into a bear. He has trouble not turning into animals. You can't control his power for some reason. I don't really pay attention. I didn't romance him. But yes, that is true. The only romance I've done in that game is Shadowheart. But honestly, I should do Karlach and Lae'zel. Minthara, I don't know. I don't really like evil ladies who, you know, kill people, are mean. I know she's more nuanced when you play during Act 2 and find out who she really was. And she wasn't like, you know, when she's no longer under the influence of, you know, the mind flare brain control, but, you know. I just haven't had the reason to hop back into BG3. Every time I play BG3, I'm just trying to, like, beat it in honor mode. I'm not really paying attention to the story that much. The player character recognizing Beodur threw me off the first time. I thought my character was playing along and Beo was crazy. Yeah. I think this is a similar situation in Fallout New Vegas where you, the courier, are supposed to recognize the Lonesome Road DLC's town. Is it Bakersfield or whatever? I don't think it's Bakersfield. It's something else. You're supposed to recognize this town that you inadvertently destroyed, but ultimately, Lonesome Road is a bunch of confusing nonsense. Ulysses is speaking to you like he knows you, like you know who you are, and you don't. Obsidian makes these characters with set backstories and set origins and stuff, and relationships, and they don't let you see any of that because they also want to prioritize the player's choice in making their courier or their exile themselves, their own identity. It's a strange balance that I think Obsidian has always struggled with. A unique character, but they also are a character separate from whatever choices you make or have made. No matter what courier you are, the courier always went to Lonesome Road and accidentally delivered a package that got that entire town destroyed. No matter what kind of exile you are, you still fought in the Mandalorian Wars and you know who Beodur is. And you should know who Beodur is. I think in that sort of situation, a Fallout 4 kind of protagonist who is voiced and is a little more static in their choices would make more sense. But, I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Fisto needed to be a companion, man. Lol. Yes, you can also romance Cthulhu. That's a terrible romance, though. That guy's an asshole. Courier starts the game with massive brain damage. And that's true. Courier has an excuse. He literally had a bullet put through his brain. He's probably missing who knows how much of his memories. Obsidian has higher expectation for their players. I'm often lost. Yeah, they expect us to read, discover who our character was before they were us. I think it's dissonance. A little bit. A teeny bit. As for me, it's Edie. You just really hate Edie? The most disliked Fallout companion? I don't know, bro. Edie's fine. He's just a little guy. Rex is a little guy, too. I don't think I dislike any of them. I just don't love any of them, except for maybe Veronica. Yeah, I really like Veronica. Like, come on. Unarmed companion who, like, sends people flying with every punch. Come on. Come on. That's awesome. That's peak. I'd prefer them to lean into the backstory. If you're going to do your whole make your own character thing, then you should start as a random nobody. Kind of a single overarching story. Yeah. I think they figured it out with Outer Worlds, surprisingly. They didn't have a backstory for your character. You were just you. You decided yourself who you were. But people say that game is mid. I don't think it's correlated. Maybe it's one of many correlations to why that game is mid, because Obsidian wasn't writing to their strengths as they usually do. But I don't know. They have made a perfectly blank slate character for you to fill. But they make better games when you aren't a blank slate. You are somebody else, and then you're filling in the rest of that life of that person, even if it doesn't make any sense to who they were and what they did, because they are somebody. Have I played Avowed? No, I have not played Avowed. I thought about it, but then I saw all the press saying it was just mid. And I was like, eh. If I do play it, it'll probably be when I get it on sale. I'm not getting it at full price. I should probably go tell Mandalore that I blew that place up real quick. I've thought about playing Outer Worlds 2 as well. The gunplay looks really good. But, again, all I'm hearing is people just saying it's mid. And that's sad. Because Obsidian is Obsidian. They don't do mid. They're not supposed to just do mid.
How many Canucks? You've made quite a... I was planning on heading to Isis. You won't be able to get... I know, it made quite a racket. Good work. That's to be expected. They don't really like it when someone makes loud noise. It wouldn't be...
Bruh, he just gave me a lightsaber. Okay. What crystal is this one guy in it? Anything crazy? It's just green. No, wait, it's red. Okay. That's kind of funny. Who is Fisto? Uh-oh. Fisto is Edie, but better. Even better than Yuli's. If you know, you know. Voice character does not solve that issue in Fallout 4. You're right, but also... there's no good writers in Bethesda, so like, I don't know. With OG Obsidian, who knows? Maybe with a voice character they could have done it. Is that a Fallout character? I haven't played Fallout. Yes. That is a Fallout character. Hey, so what do you mean by gambling? How do you win by gambling? Emil trash talk, you immediately pick that up. So, if you haven't played KOTOR before, there is a gambling game called Pazaak. It's a card game where you bet money on your victory or not. You wager. The rules for this stream's challenge are in the description below. Currently, I'm on a planet that does not have any gambling, so I am free to gather as much loot as I can in order to then sell it on a planet with gambling so I can go all in. That is the general rule, the general gameplay here. Life is a gamble, Thomas. Indeed, indeed. Let's go work on that telemetry computer real quick, and yeah, we can just go fight one guy at the dueling ring. I was getting sidetracked by a conversation. How dare. How dare. How dare do the computer. Yeah? Life is Pazaak. I need computer spikes. Can I make some? Oh, but I can.
Emil's one good contribution was making Nate Evil Karma the war crime soldier from Fallout 1 intro. Nate the Rake.
I remember Nate the Rake, dude. Nate the fucking Rake. Thank you very much for your support, Thomas. I highly appreciate it. Nate the Rake, bro. I can't believe that's canon. I pay for Emil slander. Yeah. And they pay to keep Emil around, so I think it balances out. Maybe not for them, but, you know. Seeing as they still think Emil is a good writer. I fear for Elder Scrolls 6. But, then again, how can I fear for something that won't be coming out for another 5 years, right?
Any
Heyo.
progress?
Do we get KOTOR before Elder Scrolls 6? I think we may. Let's not sugarcoat it. Generally, it makes Fallout 4 a better game, not on purpose. Yeah, if Nate is interesting, that definitely helps. Nate definitely would have been an Enclave. You definitely would have gotten an invite to go to the oil rig, bro. And say, hey man, Nate the Rake is out here. Can we get him on the rig? Can we put him on the safe list? Yeah, dude, fly him out. Give him an officer's position. Let him die to the Chosen One. It's an old ass man. Emil wrote the DB story in Oblivion. Nah, bro, he had help. Absolutely had help.
That's the best thing. Look, I have some extra.
Yay, computer spikes and parts.
Damn it. The jungle is taking over everything. This place is...
Not gonna lie, I kind of want to take Franz's top commenter award away from him. Well, Franz did get it taken away. Now Thomas is the #1 commenter. I've actually done some extensive research, and by extensive I mean like 5 minutes research into how this XP system for the comments works. You get 75 XP per hour per 60 minutes for typing 1 message, 2 messages, 3 messages, 25 XP each. If you pay money, then the XP goes up by an indiscernible amount. But typically when people donate, it goes up really high. It doesn't really make any sense sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work at all, but the only constant is 75 XP per hour. He wrote a single quest and they're still glazing him about it. They were like, you know what? You wrote this one quest for this one faction and nothing else? That's your entire job security for the rest of your life, buddy. Bro, I want to write a quest at Bethesda and be secured in a job at for life. I could be mediocre for 20 years, bro. I'm gonna donate $1 million. You know, I don't know how that would even work. I think I'd get like 5 YouTube agents in my stream immediately if something that big was liquidated through YouTube donation servers. $100 billion. Yeah, and then he just rips off a book. Of course, of course. Zuka is a bloody good. Can't, mate. Zuka's a silly guy. I like Zuka. Alright. Let's see if we get clapped up in the ring. I'm pretty sure we probably will.
Kelborn says you are worthy and... You have enough honor. Swords only.
Swords?
No items or the Jedi's force. And no... Kelborn chooses to fight with the blade. You may fight with...
I'm fighting with hands, bro. Free Vibrasword, though. We'll take it. You fool. You have gimped yourself. By using a worse weapon. Okay, never mind. You're fine. You're just crazy. I win, though. And XP for level...
The match between the Jedi is the clear and on... If you fight in the circle again...
Braylor. Soon, soon. I think I'll use my saved up level up to beat him. That'll be nice.
For Mandalore!
My ass has decided to eat my hand. It hungers. Doctor Strange. Does Doctor Strange eat his own hand with his ass? Oh, I thought the crowns go to whoever comments the most. Yes, they do typically. But it's mostly who comments the most first. 3 messages in an hour. And then you're the first person to do it. So you get 75 XP first, you're #1. It doesn't really matter who comments the most. It's just first come, first serve. And then if you donate, then you get more XP. You can get that badge. Unfortunately, there's no, like, quantity per message. If there was, people would just spam, right? They would spam single letters in the chat. Flood people and get, like, 1 XP each for that. That would be how people farm. Pump those numbers up. The most underrated horsepower. The ability to punch solid metal without breaking your hand. You just gotta find the cracks, bro. Gotta find the weak points. God, I'm not ready for spring, bro. I'm already getting stuffy. I don't know if you guys have allergies, but I do. It is actually pay to win, yeah. But it's democracy. That's how democracy works, right?
Here to watch a fight. We eagerly look forward. No terms today, Sergeant. Braylor will fight you as you are. Still no...
Well, well, well. We're fighting him raw. And he's just doing me with his hands. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, I guess I'm not wasting any APM on using... Oh, wow. Just one shot.
The match between the Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. We will not forget your deeds.
We'll take it. Here I was expecting a little more. But I guess Flurry does that to you. You just win the game when you use it. Drink more rum. Man, this rum is a waste of money. I sobered up after an hour. Yeah, just drink all of it. Manage democracy. Now you're getting it managed, Nat. Now you get it. You understand. That's the game. That's the play. Oh no, he drank the whole bottle. Hopefully it doesn't start kicking in later. That would be a little problematic, yeah? Raw and grug. I respect that hand-to-hand. Heck yeah, bro. Han Solo throws hands. His opponent was ready to go at it with just his hands, too. He was ready to fight a Jedi. Lightsaber, force powers, and all with just his bare hands. Bro did not care. He was ready to just go at it. Gotta respect it, though. Gotta. Raw and grug. Grug maxing Mandalorian. All he was missing was a few grenades. Alright, bro, let's get out of here.
You defeated Braylor in the battle circle. Zuka told me you helped out with some repairs around the base. Are you ready to...
Let's get out of here, bro.
I'm going to talk with Zuka and have him start a shuttle flight check. After that, we'll head out.
Nice.
How are the port stabilizers?
They check out Mandalore. All systems are green.
Good. I want the shuttle bound for Onderon within the hour. What do you want?
Is all in readiness?
It is. Like I promised. Why? You want to back out now?
My only concerns are for the one you escort to Onderon, Mandalorian. Would you do any less for one of your clan?
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes.
She's just throwing
You are
shade,
correct.
bruh.
Not for long. Soon the Mandalorians will be strong again, united as one clan under one banner. Mine.
Ah, yes. The Great Crusade. After the first one was ended by Revan and the Jedi. Such a defeat was merciful, an echo of the end, when your ships were in flames, crushed in the grip of Malachor V. But I do not need to remind you of such things.
I was at Malachor 5, and I remember how many Jedi died to stop us there. And no matter how many dead orbit that planet, the Mandalorians still live. Clan Ordo still lives. See Kex there? He was serving on Nar Shaddaa as muscle for the Hutts. Kelborn was a scout for the Duros on Frontier Worlds. I brought them here, gave them a purpose. This galaxy will be ours again, I promise you. That is the future.
Indeed. The future is always in motion. It is a difficult thing to see. Perhaps there will be no New Age Mandalore, no great Mandalorian crusade. Perhaps your people fought their last battle at Malachor 5, and you have been dying ever since, a quiet death that will last centuries. And perhaps all that remains will be what I see before me. A man wounded by a Jedi, encased in a Mandalorian shell, hunted by the thought of being the last of the Mandalorians.
You've got some guts talking to me like that. You think your age or your Jedi whelp are going to keep you safe from me?
No, Mandalore, you are wrong. Do you wonder where he wanders now, Mandalore?
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I can answer the question that burns within your shell, Mandalore. Show the same the one.
Forget the Jedi. Keep your eyes on her.
The rage bait is immaculate. Do the Chani and Mandalorians like each other?
2,
I don't actually know.
Mandalorians, we've got company. Stealth targets have breached our perimeter.
I would assume the Achani and Mandalorians dislike each other because one side
Wait a
prefers
moment.
light armor
I sense there is a
and the other
disturbance
likes
in the
heavy.
camp. Our enemy has I did not expect them so. None of. Let us join the battle.
I think it would be really funny to see them battle, though. Have a sparring match. See which style of fighting is better. See what is more preferred, yeah. If you ask me, the Chani aren't canon, so therefore, they lose. That means they died a million or billion years ago. Most of the Chani lore that you find online is all made by fans, which is very unfortunate. It used to be that Achani martial arts were taught in Palpatine's guards, but that's not canon anymore, that was Legends. So, I don't really know what Achani do anymore. I don't know if there's ever been any mention of them in recent Star Wars media. I would assume not. It is my assumption that, they're just completely forgotten about. It'd be really cool to see them in media again, though. Maybe someday in the future. Listen, my boys, I'm gonna lay down, but I'm here watching. Alright, Franz. Make sure to pop in and say hello on the, Gorilla Club Discord server. I'm sure everyone will be happy to meet you. Stop hitting Kreia, that's mean. We've had enough people hitting on Kreia recently. In our chat or otherwise. Alright, come on, team. Hope we got him.
You didn't think you were the only ones with stealth generators, did you?
Lol, aura.
Over here. There are more of them.
Looks like this entire battle
Mandalore!
now actually works with the restored content mod. No, that guy's surrounded. Save that guy. Don't let him get slimed. Kreia, fear those guys. Oh no, they're actually really weak. Never mind. We're fine. Alright, freeze those guys. Freeze that guy, singular. So much free XP just for playing the restored content mod. Like, look at all this. People dying everywhere. Giving free dollary dues. Oh damn, there's more. There's a lot more. Beat them up, beat them up. I like how so many of the fellow Mandalorians are just unarmed. We're just throwing hands out here. Oh, there's remains on the ground. I don't think I'll be able to collect them. Actually, no. I'm just gonna go do that right now. Give me that. Vibration lens, cool. Don't kill everyone yet. I've got things to get. Arcanian blinders, nice. Life support pack, nice. Red crystal, we'll take it. Hey bro, you're gonna go help us out over here? Kelborn, there's so many guys. Oh, we got them. They're all dead.
Seems trouble follows you on a regular basis. I think it's best for both of us if we head to Isis immediately. Grab your gear. My men will take care of cleaning up the mess.
Oh, Mandalore. We have to take him. Or else. Sometimes I'm thankful nobody ever really modded Kreia in weird ways. Thank goodness indeed. Now it's too late. People are gonna do it. I wish to get the same talent of Kreia in rage baiting. It's possible. You just gotta practice, I guess. The Chani are in the tabletop games, but they pretty much only show up in KOTOR otherwise. Yeah, sounds about right.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That's Shadda.
Strong word, Your Majesty. But they're
But one...
for that.
They're just walking there. Yeah, even Achani aren't available, or they don't exist in SWTOR for some reason.
Here we are.
Which is strange.
ISIS.
Like,
It's been shut
Achani
down
are
for months
mentioned
now.
on, like, gear items, but I don't think there are any Achani characters in
Won't be able to
SWTOR.
travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square.
Cool, sweet. Which genius thought ambushing a Mandalorian base with Jedis was a good idea?
The Onderonians have...
They just didn't know. They weren't ready. Oh my gosh. Mandalore also has a... Yeah. It's peak. A Chuta dueling shield. The big change is that HK Factory was put in so that storyline gets resolved. Oh boy, that's going to be interesting. Maybe I just shouldn't fix HK. HK Factory is only good first playthrough, annoying every other time. I can agree with that. Anyway, I need to adjust my parameters here, fellas. We're on a gambling planet. We're not on a safe planet anymore. Hello, Owie. Hope your day is better than mine. Still feeling sick? I was hoping that would clear up by now. Gambling planet. Oh yeah. Yeah? The rules are in the description as you said, yeah. I like the Mando's dex bonus is built for melee. You're sleepy? Me too, bro. Don't worry about it. You're good, you're good. It's late. A lot of extra encounters can get grindy and boring for sure. Absolutely. Does super racing count as gambling? No. It does not count as gambling. I guess you could technically say that paying money to race a heat could kind of count, but no. I can play it. I can do it for money. I just can't save skill, but it's not really gambling. Still makes me laugh in both KOTOR 1 and 2, the ranged Mandalorian has better stats for melee. It's true. It's funny. Now it's time for some real gameplay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's time. Gambling planet.
Oh, it's been a while since you've docked here, eh? Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody... Nothing new. All back. Well...
Yay, Stalo. A visa. Hollow Port Visa. Is this guy a merchant? Hmm. Alright, so this guy I can sell all my stuff to. And then go gamble. Let's see if he's got anything good right off the bat. Trandoshan sword. Tremor sword. Double blade. Blaster. Not too crazy. Any armor though? No, no. Ooh. I already have one of those. And I already have one of those. Yeah, nothing crazy on this guy. I gotta get the lay of the land, see how many other merchants there are. I don't really know. I don't really keep track of the merchants in this planet. Hey, bro, your beast's about to get
Fair
out.
winds to you off.
Your beast is about to escape right now, actually.
Run! The bomber is out of control!
Bruh. Not even gonna help with the problem you caused.
Time to die.
Hello, I'm under the water. Please help me. Hello, me John Chi. Welcome to the chat. I don't need your strunk to make me strong, cretin. Lol. You woke up to a lot of bleeding from one of your molars. I guess... That's strange. Bleeding gums. Or... I don't know, something must have happened in your sleep. Maybe you just, like, rolled over on your face wrong. There's nothing much in the next zone? Good. Bro fears the Boma. Bro is the Boma. Thanks, Boma. Just finished a nap? Oh, heck yeah, dude. We love naps. I'm all about those. Well, you came just in time for gambling. We're here to do that.
Please keep them.
Light side points. Am I maxed out yet? Yes! 3 strength! Let's go, finally! You love to see it. Aren't I resplendent, Kreia?
You are spending time with the servant of Atri.
That's my daughter, dude.
I knew her mother. She was a Jedi. Jedi are forbidden to have
You knew
children.
her mother? Yes, I know that. She's your daughter.
Revan welcomed her. And she was... The Force flows strongly in the blood of those... If you train... Ah, that was an... Should she? You must... Before you... Spend time with her if you must. Ah. No.
I've never felt anything ever. Especially after my ex-wife. That is the headcanon of this character. Pure Pazaak, 500 credits for Gamba. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good question. I don't know how much the wager on this planet is.
No? Very well.
Kreia always wants me, like, fucking people. I'm like, what's up with her, bruh? Horny ass grandma.
Halt, off-worlder. What is your... your...
Yeah, get out of here, bruh. Shut up. Hey guys, what's going on here?
This up.
Dead-eyed Duncan.
This spy has... But yes, and your... A warrant? General Vakloop, it was specifically meant for us to...
This is just because I try and
Enough out of you! That is classified... Men! Let him go. And you...
I don't eventually...
Lol, got him. It's just that easy, man. Alright, where is the second merchant around here? Also, of course, I gotta bum rush to the bar. Are you the merchant? I think you are.
Please tell me you're... But this is good...
What?
No.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Not much weapons on him. Initiate armor. Worse than what I have, but if I really need the money, that's a cheap way to get my stuff back. Yeah, this guy doesn't really have much. Nothing that useful. It's fine, I guess. It's fun, I guess, though. Duncan really fell off after Terrace. Duel Arena champ to spy. SMH. Starting a rumor that the KOTOR remasters release May 4th. Bro, don't bait us like that. Don't hope bait us. I know someone who tried to frame Onderon as like, oh, why is the light side option to side with the monarchy that wants to be with the Republic? That does nothing for her planet. Because it's not a militant, totalitarian, fascist dictatorship. The Queen is obviously better. Yeah. It's easy to see Monarch and think bad, especially due to American history, but that's not the case. The encroaching civil war threatened my gambling. We have to get that resolved sooner or later. Yeah, exactly. The civil war is going to close down the cantina that we gambled at, so we have to get revenge. We have to open it back up for the good of the people. Oh, clankers. Look at that. I shouldn't fight them right now because I have to technically fight them naked later. I really shouldn't have fought that Boma either, but it was just one Boma, so I think we're okay. Vaklu is absolutely dark-sided. Yeah, I don't like that Vaklu guy. It is slightly, kind of, almost a little bit more nuanced. So, like, what if I just turn around and leave?
General, we have found the...
Have we, Tobin? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to I?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is...
I think I have an idea. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
It's also true that Vaklu was totally going to slime you out if he didn't like you. Very dark-sided. Let me turn back around. Are they still here when I come back? Do I have any permanent gear yet? I'm actually thinking about scrapping that rule because there's just been a lot of money coming in. It's not been too much of a worry. Wondering where I'm gonna get gear from. Most of the gear that I have, the challenge of this run is mostly in having outdated gear. My gear is outdated by a lot. And I can only, like, afford 3 sets before I spend too much money. But I have a lot of leftover money in general, so I don't think I need to have any permanent gear items. I have returned with orange chicken and sweet tea. Hell yeah, dude. Very nice. If Onderon stays with the Republic, then it loses its culture and is taxed. I mean, I don't know about that. Think about it. You live in the United States, every state has its own culture. It's not about losing a culture, it's about a culture evolving and changing. And culture just does that. You can't keep a culture the same for very long, no matter what you do, no matter who you side with. Staying with Vaklu would certainly make the culture more brutal, as a prediction. No matter what side you go with, there's going to be changes. People will change. Circumstances will change. And though you think you preserve something for a certain amount of time, you are actually contributing to change. Or repeating a pattern in history. I generally think Onderon is one of the decisions where it's a lose-lose. Kreia literally tells you that's what happens to Onderon under the Queen versus what she happens under Vaklu. She tells you the future at the end of the game. Well, I did not pay attention to that, it would seem. I would have to look at what she said. I would certainly not trade a dictator for a dictator. I don't think the Queen was even a dictator. Make Onderon great again. The only culture that doesn't change is the group of people who like in and out. Yeah, it's the in-groups who stay the same. It's the out-groups that always change. No matter what. You're not preserving a greater overall culture. You're preserving an in-groups culture. and they will pretend to include you in the in-group. They will say that certain members of the out-group are in the in-group if they side with them, but it's never true.
You have returned!
I'm gonna sell all my things to you now. Did I make a save? I did. Alright. Alright, let's strip, fellers. We're gonna clear this guy of all his money. Well, I can't get rid of old Mandy's armor. Can't even see what it does. Wait, can I? He just has a straight up 11 and damage to electrical damage resistance against electrical. For a challenge like this, where I have to be naked for certain amounts of time, you know, that's not bad. Having armor on all the time that I can't remove. Low-key a bit of a crutch, but it's fine. There's not a lot of fighting on this part of Onderon, so I'm not worried. Bro switched out his minigun for a normal repeating blaster. Use that degree. Oh, the In-N-Out burger. My mistake. I love individualism, so to a degree losing something that makes something unique is bad. Something will still stay unique. If the queen is still in charge, the planet will still stay unique. And it's very difficult to quantify an amount of uniqueness as well. I'm sure sociologists have created ways. There are lots of parameters, there are lots of studies that have been done to determine certain parts of a culture's masculinity, their time management, stuff like that. And you'd have to examine Republic culture versus the culture of other planets in the world. Ultimately, there's also the social contract to think about with Thomas Paine. How much freedoms are you willing to give up in order for greater security, opportunity, etc.? Like, think about the culture if you're an American. How much culture you gave up coming from your original country coming to America. You gave up your culture, mixed in a little bit of it to American culture, but ultimately you're an American now. Is that okay? Should you go back to your home country? Is becoming an American a loss of individualism, or is it worth it? Is the social contract worth it? Things to consider. I think it's worth it. As a second, third, fourth generation American or whatever, I wouldn't be able to say what, you know, my home country, Scotland, was like. I visited Scotland, but I'm not Scottish. Not necessarily. It's my heritage.
Yeah.
It's not my nationality. It's not my culture. I'm an American. That's where I was born. You get it. I'm yapping. We're all naked, so this is going to be an interesting little thing here. All part of the challenge, fellers. Energy resistance, nice, nice. Is my speed still on? Can we turn that on?
Let us end this.
Let us.
I hear you.
No one crosses any line.
I think it's very easy to equate the Republic to America. So you could very easily make an argument that if a planet wants to become more like the Republic, join up with the Republic more, be more a part of the Republic, then they're being more American as well. Corellia is the greatest foil to America, not foil, the greatest mirror of America in Star Wars. Basically is just America. And it is very core Republic. It's got its own culture too. Doesn't remain Onderon, becomes more and more like Telos or Coruscant until it's not Onderon culture anymore. They don't despawn? No. Yeah. Don't worry, we took care of them. It's fine. Enough force buffs and anything's possible. Something to consider for sure. My grandpa didn't let her learn Italian for the sake of conformity, and I don't like that. A republic with a federal government that keeps expanding its power at the expense of its member states. Now that is the problem with empires. Empires need to constantly grow, to expand, to have liquid goods shit going on, to justify their control with militarism, keep up culture of honor and dignity among the soldiers, stuff like that. And of course, just, have money. You can't go stagnant, right? How are you going to keep prices going down and down and down, and keeping progress going up and up? It is true that lots of these empires in video games are reminiscent of America, the Roman Empire, other places in history, other peoples in history. The Republic does always continue to expand, to unify the galaxy, and it is spread thin. That similar way, the Empire in the years following the Republic was spread far too thin, and ended up losing to a much more concentrated rebel force. A guerrilla warfare, guerrilla rebel force. Very difficult to deal with. Think of America. They were a very concentrated rebel force fighting against the spread out British Empire, who just kept losing money in guerrilla warfare, right? They just couldn't keep the war up, so that's why they quit. That's why they let America go. And now that America has become an establishment in and of itself, we are a far cry from the rebellion that we once were. And the Republic itself was a... Actually, I don't really remember the Republic's history. I think it was formed during the Great Hyperspace Wars when the Sith tried to subjugate the galaxy. But I haven't read those comics too deeply, so I couldn't really tell you. I can tell you about America, though, because I got decent grades in history. Kind of wish Legend was still canon. I'd love to see what-if scenarios, like if the Sith Empire wins post-Vitiate. I think if they won and conquered the galaxy, they'd plunge the galaxy into a warlord period. Yeah, the Sith don't win for long. The Sith always have the same result, turning on each other and wiping each other out. Enemies make them stronger, and as long as Sith have enemies to point at, they will be stronger. That's why the rule of two works so well, because even when there are two Sith that do want to kill each other, they each have to realize that they are against the greater galaxy as a whole. Rule of one is also an interesting thing that came up in Legends, but that didn't really make any sense because that one was actually aided by like 50 people, but like whatever. All in all, the Sith's whole thing is cannibalistic. There can really only be two ever, because if you try to have a whole empire ruled by Sith, it just doesn't work. Palpatine was the most intelligent Sith in that way. He wasn't trying to create a billion Sith. Sure, there were Inquisitors, but that really came after. You can't have an entire empire of Sith with lightsabers and force powers. It doesn't make sense. It'd be cannibalistic. It would always end up badly. Think about Vitiate himself. He quit the Sith. He just didn't want to be a Sith anymore. He just was in his own league. He said, fuck this, I'm Valkorian now. Sith ideology is extremely dumb. I agree. It's no surprise that they lost and continue to always lose. Vitiate's empire only worked because Vitiate was a god. That is the only way that the Sith could work in the Old Republic as it did. When they have a godhead that nobody can oppose. And that's basically the crux of it. Every other Sith only exists for a limited amount of time. They'll be the strongest out of them all for sure. But after, what, 100 years? Even that, they'll be fighting assassination attempts their entire life. They'll be having their military forces being fucked up by people messing up their plans, trying to grab power for themselves. This doesn't make sense. Vitiate can ignore all that because he's literally a god. That's what made him an effective leader. But look at someone like Malgus, How many times has he died? He's much better than Vitiate as a character, but he's no Emperor, man. You can't lead the Sith like that. Not that many Sith. I want to wait for the Vong and play with my weird swamp city. The Sith are radical individualists. I wouldn't even call them individualists. They don't have respect for the individual. They have respect for themselves. It's just selfish greed. Cannibalistic natures. They don't have any greater philosophy on the individual, like they claim. They don't practice it, that's for sure. Malgus is the GOAT? He is, but, you know, how many times has he died, though? Just saying. BioWare stuck with what they're setting up with the Sith in KOTOR 1 and 2. Yeah, I don't really understand why they did SWTOR like they did, but they did. Sad. You're not a merchant, are you? You are, actually. You've got clinker parts. I can buy HK control clusters here, that'll be helpful. If I want to revive HK. If I just don't revive HK, do I have to do the...
You looking for Dagon?
If I don't revive HK, do I not have to do the HK planet? That may be a good idea.
A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them.
He's certainly capable of it, and probably stupid enough to get caught. But we need...
It's the turret. If you...
Funny. Just cool that that thug was... Oh wow, I can just enter this guy's house. For fun. The individual meaning themselves. Yes, but that's a little more selfish than individualism. Even more turbo-selfish. Just wounds in the Force and heavily destructive. As long as you don't do dialogue, you don't have to. I see. Well, I'll probably end up doing it anyway, because I'll do all the dialogue for XP. Anyway, can't see the time. Gambling. Raw. We are naked. Wait, I didn't sell everything yet. Let me go do that. I've got the clanker right outside. It'll make my life easier just having to travel to him, rather than going all the way to the market square. Classic liberalism holds that we should respect the individual rights of everyone else. The Sith don't place that obligation on themselves. That is slavery to them. They take whatever they want. They do whatever they want.
I am one.
It is certainly a, in real life, a difference in culture between collectivism and individualism with respect to others versus yourself, preserving harmony or advancing yourself. But yeah, the Sith are just totally assholes. Greedy, cannibalistic, self-destructive, entropic assholes. They do not work as a civilization. Complete freedom is a juxtaposition. In being completely free, you take freedoms from others. And that doesn't seem very fair, does it? Truth of the matter is, we are all controlled. And we give up certain amounts of freedoms to be safe and alive and happy and all that. Thomas Paine said it was a revolutionary, American War revolutionary idea. It is basic academia to know that we are indeed controlled in some ways and our freedoms are not totally complete. After all, we follow the law, don't we? That's one example. We have 84,000 credits, by the way. Crazy, dude. If we want total, complete, utter freedom, then we gotta go live in the woods. That way we can develop our own cultures and stuff like that. But we're civilized people, ain't we? 120k credits, dude. 130 credit. 130k. See, this is why I don't need to double purchase items. I just have so much. Return to monkey. Rhymes with grug. That's the thing, though. If we return to monkey, we'll just go back to where we started eventually, because we'll optimize our survival, we'll optimize our codes, laws, all the things. We can only go forward. There's no going back, there's no stagnating. We need to be better as people. Let's never regress, yeah? Regression is the greatest defeat of humanity, my friends. Do not let that happen. Anarcho-capitalists, a lot of them describe systems without government that are just effectively governments privately run. Yeah, a lot of interesting ideas on the spectrums that don't make sense. Alright. We're naked, fellas. We're naked. All we have is our money. And we're gonna go put it at risk. We're finally gambling. I think the guy who gambles is this Twi'lek in the back. Or is it Nico? Let me double check, actually. KOTOR 2. Pazaak. Oh, it's Nico. Okay. He does 250 credit bets. How many times do I have to beat him? 4 times. That's really easy. Less than I would think. Racer. Do you sell? Can I have someone who sells cards? I need more cards. You don't sell cards. I know you don't. Maybe Nico sells cards.
Nice to meet you. We haven't played before. You prove your mettle, and I might throw in a bone.
Whatever, man. We'll just do a raw game. We lock in. We gamble. Oh yeah, it's gamer time. Can we get 1 million credits before the country falls to civil war? Fall before? That's the money comes after. What are you talking about? All right. Yeah, we're not gonna stand on 19. Yeah. Okay, we got it. 20. Nice. 1 card and 1 card each. Fine. 19 stand. Interesting. I'm gonna have to 19 stand as well. Annoying, but we're burning cards. Got my 20. Wow, we're gonna be running to the end here, huh? 19 for you. If I double, I can get 19 stand, but I don't want to burn that card. Let's just get lucky, yeah? Let's get a 5. Alright, well. You'll burn hit. I want him to burn his card. Maybe I... Alright, I'll do it. Nice. We'll take it. Yeah, we'll take a 19, yeah. Alright, lol, wow. He'll bust first, surely. Oh, we'll take it. Alright, heart of the cards. We're both burnt. We just gotta get lucky. Is it Nico's face based off of fans? I'm not sure. Best part, I've got my Ruby Khalil right here ready to go. What's that? Is that a drink? I've got a 50% chance of surviving this. 20% chance of winning. Let's see. 40%. We'll stand. Double 10. Yes! 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 I asked for it and I got it! Let's go! Free win!
Finally, some worthy competition for... Do you want another?
Let's fucking go. Alright, I gotta win 3 more times against him. But I need to know if someone sells cards. I need better cards. Kiff, I don't know if you do. Nope. I know you don't. You don't. You're just a guy.
I was one of the ground troops. We fought.
Bro remembers his general.
Enough of that. Help if
Thugs, they ain't selling Pazaak cards. I guess I just got a raw dog it still with my really bad cards. Not that it's really been a problem for me. Gormo? Gormo? What a glup shitto name, dude. Alright, we just keep going. We just keep going until we win.
Welcome back. You want to...
2 in a row, let's get it. Do you want another game? Yes, please. I would like to buy clothes sooner rather than later. This is the first time you've seen me gamble on stream? Lol. Oh, it was a guy who frequented Obsidian forums. Cool. Part of the cards in that double 10. Yeah, bro, I summoned that. Check some of the gamblers toward the entrance. I think there's a sketch ball that sells cards. Well, too late now. I'll go after this. After my victory, surely. Free 20. Made him burn a card. Double 10s. No, it's fine. Biblical greed, chat. Do I hope he busts? Or do I stand on 19? I need to put a vote up for this. Oh, cool. It's a drink. Nice. Gambling poll, chat. Alright, gambling poll. I need you guys to tell me, what do I do? What's the plan? So far, it's looking like we do the biblical greed route, chat. That's what we're saying. That's what we're voting. Hard choice. Yeah. We need some democracy in here, guys. I'm gonna wait for it to get to like 10. Biblical levels of greed. Hope that he busts first. Well, he's not going to bust first. He's just going to get a 20 if he busts at maximum. But I probably even should have put this vote up, but we're doing biblical greed. Let's get biblical greed going. 19. So we would have tied there. We traded a tie for a loss. But he burned a card. He burned another card. So that's something. That's some strategic value, right? It's something. It's something. Keep going. Okay, wow. Get a free 20. Burn one of my cards, why don't you? 17. No one stands on 17, bro. Alright, now this is a good biblical greed question. Do I burn a card to stand and still be in worse position, or do I hope I get a -4? something -4. Well, 60% chance, right? Monkey gave into the influence of mammon. You know, I think I'll allow this one to slide. 60% chance that I don't bust. So, like... okay, fine. Sure. Whatever, man. Whatever. What the hell was that? Okay. 2 pure Pazaaks in a row. No. 19. Oh yeah, free win. You love to see it. And we burned another card. The cards are on our side. Surely. I think we double that. And stand on that, yeah. We'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it. Good, okay-ish position here. Not the best cards on my side, but we win these. We just get free wins, dude. Ooh, it's a 70% chance. I think I'm fine. I've got the -4. Okay, like, whatever, dude. Flip a coin. Do I look like Two-Face? Me when NPCs get too lucky. Greed. I think we'll be fine. We've got a high chance. See? See? And we stand on 19. He's got no cards to help himself. So the only way he wins is if he gets really lucky. And he didn't. Let's go.
I had you there at the end. Do you want another?
Let's go, dude.
You know your cards.
I'm just the best, man. Best to ever do it. What can I say? 18. I don't really have any good responses here. You know, I think I may have to stand on 18 for once. I'm probably gonna lose, though. Yeah. There's a low chance that my greed would have worked out. Alright, it's a higher chance here. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Well, I don't think I want to burn a card on this. I'll probably just get 19 and then get 28 or something from a random high card. This NPC with the weirdly photorealistic face. His face is based off a fan who frequented obsidian forums, indeed, indeed. Double 10, double 10. I think we have to give up a double stock, actually. Surely we come back, though, because I know what I'm doing. Bingo, baby. Double 10s. Well, not double 10s. Pure Pazaaks. We'd love to see. Oh, we get the double? Oh, yeah. Alright, whatever. He got a pure Pazaak as well. It's not as cool when they get it. I'll stand on it, but I don't like this. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Do you want?
Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, we'll go again, though. We're still up 250. Getting our double card a lot, which is nice. Keep going. Nice. Nice. Keep going. We'll take it. 1 stock for 1 extra burned card. I think it's fine. Alright, he got his 20 right away. We're gonna have to get ridiculously lucky here. I don't think it's gonna happen, though. Yeah. Even cards, though. Mine cards aren't that great. Hopefully his are pretty bad. Okay, pure Pazaak for him. Sure. He deserved it. Sure. Sure. Sorry, that was really loud, but look at that. 5 cards into a pure Pazaak. They could have just busted me if they really wanted to. Hello, Solus. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Yeah, that person does look like a child. Like a very young child, the Buzz. 17? Strange. Oh yeah, free win. And he burned a card too. He's just not lucky. Oh shit. Gotta let it roll. Yeah!
I almost had you there at the end. Do you want?
We'd love to see it.
I only got one more loss in me tonight. You win this one, I'll throw in some extra cards.
Last win, boys. Last win. Free 20. Love to see it. 1 and 1. It's fine, fine. He's busting first. Standing on 19. The fool. The fool. Ugh, no. That's not lucky for me, man. Getting a 9. We got our 20 though. He burned a card for it. 19 at stand again. Surely it won't work out for him this time. Not when I got a double, baby. Let's go. He's got no cards left. No cards. We basically both don't have any cards left. +2 is not very useful. Pure Pazaak, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. He's just a lad. According to Wikipedia, Nico's physical appearance is based off a fan named Paul Keeler, who won a contest. Oh, that's really cool. I want to win that contest. You got a 19. Okay, I didn't get the luck that time. We'll stand. Heart of the cards here. Standing on 17 is such a bad idea. I think I don't win this. Yeah.
That round you had the luck of a hairless bantha, friend. Do you want?
I'm still gonna get you though. So like, don't even worry about it. He gets to burn a card off of me for free. Fine. It's fine. I'm getting my double card like every time I play though, so that's kind of cool. Admittedly. What do I do here? Nice. We win. Tie, I should say. 15, we double. Ah, didn't get that one. I've got a very good card for a very bad day. I think I have to give him that one though. I can't use the -3 on that. Not to stand on an 18. You're fucking with me, dog. What is this? What the fuck is this, dog? Alright, that's what we like to see. Give him the bad luck. And there's my 20. Alright, fine. Now it's hard of the cards for me. I'm at a huge disadvantage. I just gotta get lucky. I didn't get lucky. Don't laugh at me. I was in KOTOR 2 is nuts. It would be such a huge... Killed! Guess what? The honor mode video is coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. EST. But if you are a member of my channel, Grade 8 rank or above, it is out right now. So that honor mode challenge video is coming tomorrow. Keep an eye out for it. Unless you want to get it a little early. In which case, it is out. No heart of the cards go to the Shadow Realm. This is outrageous. It's unfair. I don't belong in the Shadow Realm. I deserve to be high rolling big time. Take that double though. Lol, got him. Basically, this challenge doesn't have any difficulty involved in the Pazaak, at least not yet. It doesn't matter how much money I lose. What really matters is... Screw that guy. I burnt the card just for me to get a pure Pazaak. Most of the challenge is just buying my items back and seeing how much credits I lose off of that. And typically it's not really that bad of a margin.
That's enough for me. The deck is not speaking my language tonight, though you were a pleasure to play against. I promised you some Pazaak cards, and I always keep my word. Here you go.
Let's go. Net gain 0. Lol. Well, we beat it. We beat that guy. This is outrageous. It's unfair. Hello, someone. Welcome to the chat. I mean, the backseat just open. It helps. You've missed the opportunity to double a 10 straight away. Oopsie poopsie. Ooh, bad guys. Let's buy our clothes back.
I am 1B AD.
I probably should get a lightsaber for Kreia, but also, we're going into melee range is not really a good idea. I'm gonna watch the shit out of that when it releases. Heck yeah, dude. Yes, he's also involved in the major side quest in the area. Really got your money's worth out of that contest. What money? What money's worth? Actually, I'm gonna go talk to the other merchants and see if they have any good upgrades for me. Wonder what happened to that Pazaak website that was around? I don't know. It's a shame that it's gone. Sounds like it'd be really cool.
We mogo dosi sheba dente bra. Yatuka.
Look at this guy. He's about to get punched in the mouth. Crap, buff these guys. But these guys are just me, actually.
Time to die.
And also give me buffs, please. Heal, heal, heal.
No one crosses me.
Like, bruh, even with my bare hands and naked, the force powers are just carrying, bruh. What can I say?
No one crosses me.
Well, I should say the force powers and the unarmed bonus that every character gets by just leveling up.
Let us end this.
It may be harder for me if I ran this challenge with weapons, honestly. Damn, I'm not only a minigame NPC, but I'm also a side quest NPC? Yeah, it must be a really great realization for that guy who won. I'm really watching this, realizing I've been playing the game wrong. Just spam force powers, man. What can I say? Seeing Kreia throw stumps in my head is kind of funny. It was copyright infringement, but if you're making any money off of something, you shouldn't be allowed to take it down. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't get why Lucasfilm is so against Pazaak. Why can't they just give us a Pazaak game if they really care, right? Even the power to destroy a planet pales in comparison to the power of the Force. It's true. It's true! Let's double check these merchants, see if they had anything I wanted. Pretty sure they don't.
You have returned.
No updates, no upgrades of any kind. I have 130k credits, so like I can buy whatever I want. I could equip a few of my characters if I really wanted to. The only challenge, as I've said, is that merchant gear is pretty bad. And I can't loot every single planet I'm on, so I'm missing out on good loot. My loot is always at like 5 levels behind, 10 levels behind in strength. But I have money, and Pazaak isn't that bad. So that's the real challenge. I'm unarmed, my loot is undergeared. That's really about it. I can write a good story about this run though, so like it's fine. I have so many headcanons. We're talking about so many headcanons. I'm gonna buy meds. I need a lot of meds. Really bad. Disney thinks they have Sabak in Outlaws, so they don't mind.
I'm Captain Galisi, Offworlder. If you want to pass here, everything seems...
Captain Galisi, our daughter, handmaiden. Can I buy a new hand for 130k? Probably. Probably, honestly. When I was young, your sister would get mad at you for picking Jesus. Why? Was it a sin? Let's SMH my head. I love Kem Val's line about Sabak and SWTOR. I have a great Sabak face. I am kidding, and I... That is such a good line. I fucking love Kem Val, bro. He's just great. We all got one freaky murder hobo companion in BioWare games. Gotta, right? Not gonna lie, man. I'm thinking the gear around here is kind of poop. Kind of dog and water. Maybe the combat sensor for Kreia, but nah, I wouldn't even. I would not. I already have a Chani accuracy gloves and power gloves, so like... Thermal detonator wouldn't be too bad, I guess, but even then... Nah. Honestly, all the gear I had was fine. I haven't upgraded that gear in a long time. Peak romance choice. Because your master's stuck inside of him. Pause. I still haven't done Inquisitor. I need to. That and Trooper. Those are the only 2 stories I haven't completed. I haven't completed a lot of stories in a long time, though, so I'd rather remember them. I've done Agent recently, I've done Smuggler recently, Bounty Hunter recently, all the non-Force users.
I am 1B.
Alright, Clanker, give me my sheet back. We're gonna... Wow, lightsabers are surprisingly cheap. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, fellas? That's Kreia's blaster. I don't really care what my slime over here Mando uses. He can just use his hands for all I care. I'm not really using him after this planet. Kreia should use a lightsaber so she can get good crystals inside of it and get her wisdom buffed up for free. They're a bad idea. Gel shade, visor armor. Those are mine. Gotta get all my Chinese shields back. Most of them anyway. Wisdom. Strength enhancer, that I found and I had to buy back anyway. I was ready to buy that back. That belt I need. Right, combat implant. Dex. Power implant. Oh, that's good. Melee shield. I needed one of those a while ago. Alright, let's see what gear I can already replace. Strength enhancer. Nice. I always love the retinal combat implant. Yo, Finn, long time no see, bro. We just got our gambling done on this planet. Got a net loss or a net gain of 0 though, so like it was whatever, man. Unpopular opinion, but I like to pretend SWTOR doesn't exist. Story-wise, I can agree. Game's fine, it's fun. Honestly, without Vitiate, SWTOR's fine. Did you improve that bot to lower his prices? I did not. I don't really need it. I've just got too much money, man. In the video game. Oh yeah, SWTOR absolutely slaughtered Star Wars Galaxies. Absolutely. Much more streamlined game. It was always going to have a higher casual audience than SWG. Though SWG was like the RuneScape of Star Wars. It had so much potential based on its friggin' systems. Reaction systems. Let's see. Can I get a new reaction system for Cray? Also, I need a headpiece. Defense, fire resist, straight wisdom. I'm pretty sure there was a combat sensor I can go buy at the other person. It's better. I may as well buy these scoundrel gloves, Sai, for Atten for later. That Atten guy. Also, I think I need the infiltrator gloves. If I don't, it's fine. I can afford a mistake or two. Weapons. I don't think I need any more weapons. Honestly, I wonder how much money I would have if I had been buying weapons this entire time. Probably the same amount. Pazaak Online's pretty cool, but doesn't seem to have any special cards. They have all the sound effects, though. Yeah? Yeah? I love Bayodur voice lines, bro.
You have returned!
I have returned. That's me. It was the other guy, huh? Must have been. There's lots of Pazaak clones out there, apps and stuff. People will still make Pazaak stuff even if it's not the website itself. But if the website's back, that I didn't know. One of these days, when they get the KOTOR remake going, they gotta give us the Pazaak website official, you know? That'd be sick. It'd be pretty poggers. Does my... No, she doesn't. She doesn't need +2 dex. I could get the dex though. I don't mind. Infiltrator gloves for you. So you have extra armor class. Honestly, I think we're decent. I can get old T3 to upgrade Krea's saber. You farted at me, bro. Well, I guess he's not here, so it doesn't work. There was a table somewhere, right? I forget. This guy didn't have a crystal. I know the other guy had a fond crystal. Yeah, it was the other guy. Whole universe operates around Pazaak. It's so true. How much milk do I put in my cereal? Enough to... As long as the cereal isn't overflowing, I'll keep going with the milk. Depends on the cereal. Some cereal is more floaty than others. Takes up more space. Other cereal just stays solid. Sinks easier. Alright, I need to buy all the med packs. All the med packs that I lost. Gotta recoup those. Mm-hmm. A little tired. Oh my. You drown those poor flakes, cereal killer. Well, yeah, if every piece of cereal isn't in the milk, it's not cereal. It's just wheat with a little topping, a little garnish. Dude, what does an astromech droid smell like? Copper.
I am 1B.
Water in cereal? What? Who the hell does that? That is offensive. The very idea offends me. Oh yeah, I should probably buy all my parts back. For what purpose does anyone need water in their cereal diluting their milk? Sounds to me like a terrible, awful, no good idea. Orange juice? What the hell, dude? Y'all are freaking me out. Y'all are throwing me for a loop. Y'all are making me sad. Who does this with a clear conscience and a mind that is working? Milking for life? Well, yeah. Who the hell, man? Why would you guys think that I would be like that, too? I'm a little offended. Kinda. To think that somebody such as myself would drink water and milk. Gross. OJ and Oreos. Ugh! Not fruit and chocolate. Or fruity liquid, I should say. Hell, I don't even like chocolate with strawberries if I'm being totally honest. The textures and the taste profile, the cold, strawberry, the wet, doesn't mix with the chocolate. It's creamy, it's smooth, it's umami. Dairy. Do you dye your blue? Do I dye my milk blue? Well, if there's a blueberry around during October, whether I like it or not, it's turning blue. Tastes like orange creamsicle. I can feel my teeth screaming at that, gee. Here's the secret, you gotta promise me to try this next time. Put a super tiny amount of milk in there. And then you gotta push all the flakes to the side. What the hell? At that point, just dip. You're just making cereal a dip. That's what you do with noodles. Winter noodles in Japan. You don't do that with cereal. What in the hell, bruh? How much of an Oreo actually tastes like chocolate? Enough. Enough for it to be chocolate. I don't mind soggy cereal. It's supposed to get soggy. Also, I eat fast, so like, I'm a big man. I'm 6'2½". I eat. I don't let shit get soggy. That's already in my stomach by the time I'm done. Also, I just remembered, I'm not going to get any extra starport visas because I can't loot. Shame for all these people. Heathen. Sure, buddy. I have basically infinite cat milk. Cat milk? What the hell? You prefer cereal soggy? I guess certain cereals are better soggy, but not all of them. Not all of them. I like Raisin Bran. It's okay soggy. It can get soggy. It's allowed to. Wheat Thins as well. It's okay if that gets soggy. It's already a very solid cereal. But like Reese's Puffs or friggin' Fruit Loops, that doesn't taste so good when it's soggy. I get that. I agree with that. But some cereals are just fine soggy. Or even benefit from soggy. Soup. You're the one dipping like it's soup noodles. Ice cream cereal? I'm pretty sure that's just ice cream with cereal on top. Fruity Pebbles is a pretty popular sprinkle for ice cream. Rabbit has said too much. No, you gotta explain yourself. Where are you getting all that cat milk, bruh? Wheat Thins? Not Wheat Thins. What are they called? I forget. I forget what it's called. What the hell? Oh my god. Goose. You know, I've been thinking I'm one of, if not your greatest supporter. So maybe it's time I get my own membership tier, call it the ELO list tier. Wow. You know, if there's a demand, perhaps I should make a new tier. I just don't know what kind of, like, rewards I would add. I don't know what kind of enhanced access or extra channel features I can provide to yet another tier. I think Guerrilla Clubs is as exclusive with rewards as it gets. I'd need ideas. But thank you very much for your support, Goose. I really appreciate it. What happened to the other 3,490 geese? That is a question, indeed. Bowl milk? That's not milk from a bowl, bruh. It's not Wheat Thins I was thinking of. It's I forget what it's called. Not Wheaties. It's frickin' whatever, it'll come to me. Or it won't, I don't know. Alright, so I can't help these people with their visa problem.
Also get to commenting on that second comment.
On that second comment. Yeah. Alright, Goose. Alright. Wheat Thicks? No, Wheat Thicks. That's a good description, though. Seems about right. So I can't help anyone with their visa problems on this planet, so I'm nerfed a little bit of XP.
Welcome to what must...
It's fine.
We certainly do. What?
$2 dues. Ain't that like 75 cents? YouTube takes about 30% if I'm not mistaken. So for them, I think it's 75 cents. You just reminded me of human milk by talking about cat milk and milk from the cows. I guess that would be a fair progression of thought. Why are we talking about goat cereal? The goat cereal Wheat Bix? I don't even know what Wheat Bix is, bruh. Tobias. Human milk, I know a dealer. That sounds very tiring.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia. Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. It's Jedi whose fallen brethren have brought... Are you... No, they take from us. They are like Minox, sucking energy and resources from so many...
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention.
You can't silence me forever.
And then he said, I'm silenced, actually. Lol, Lamau even. I'm eating superior Australian protein. Kangaroo meat. Oh yeah, the clankers, I forgot. What up, clankers?
Unnecessary.
Alright, Creo, let's from.
What is it?
Just fram, just fram.
Time to die.
Get him, Mandalorian! Thanks for helping out, random dude in the middle of nowhere. Yo, that's Johnner! That's Johnner! Yo! Johnner mode! Johnner mode! Dude, it's Johnner mode! He retired on Onderon, look at him! Johnner mode! Minox do kind of suck. You get monkey milk sent to you at the highest tier? Bro. It's not geese, it's gooses. You say mooses, not meese. I say meese, it's pretty funny to say meese. Wheat Bix is like gravel? Aw, nah. You're gonna start a fight. I've never eaten kangaroo in my life. That'd be like eating a bald eagle. You know, I gotta wonder. Bald eagles must taste great, right? They eat all these prey animals, and we eat the prey animals like deer, rabbits. Bald eagles must taste great. But, we wouldn't know. Not really, would we? Maybe their meat's too wiry. Probably. Hollow bones and all that. They're not quite chicken. The guy in the crowd was a fed. Yeah, dude. We don't sell bald eagle in stores. They're also rare and hard to find. You know, much less common than the kangaroos, which doubled the population of people in Australia. Not to mention, kangaroos are a bit bigger, I think. A little more meat on them. Predator species tend to taste worse? Oh, really? I've been told that someone who had to defend themselves from a black bear in not Australia, in Alaska, said it was the best meat they'd ever had. Italian guy. Had to shoot a bear dead to save his own life. And decided to make use of the meat, and it tasted great. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a mammal thing. Who knows? Also, predator fish, mahi, hogfish, snapper. They all taste amazing. Because they eat lobster and crabs and stuff. Who the hell are you?
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say, lady. Grass-fed is better tasting. A Bunnings snag? What the hell is a Bunnings snag? Also, gator meat tastes like chicken, but with more... Gator slash croc meat. Yeah, it tastes like chicken. You just can't let it go cold, because once it goes cold, it starts getting chewy and wiry. I actually really like it. I would eat it. But since it does taste a lot like chicken, it's better to just have chicken. It's good, though. Big ol' roast steak on a barbie with a couple of emo eggs, brother. Bro, you're not getting those emu eggs. They're killing you. They're not cassowaries, but emus have won a war. I'm just saying. Bunnings like Ace Hardware. The snag is a sausage. I see.
The sky ramp is restricted.
Why have chicken when I can cosplay Joe Exotic and eat gator? Didn't Joe Exotic live in the middle of the United States? Ain't no way they had gator. I don't think he was a Florida man. It would make sense. Captain Vostuco. Who's...
This terminal is...
Damn, I can't hack. Wonder if I can stealth and hack. You know, let's try it. Nah, I don't really care. Only 80 people watch streamer. Yeah, I'm actually really confused. I had 100 people, 200 people one other day, 100 people the next day, 450 people the next day. I wonder why the fluctuation is like this. I don't get it. I'm not sure why this is happening. I can't predict. Maybe the YouTube algorithm has seen the title of this stream too many times. I don't know. He had gators? There are gators? Oh, he was in Mississippi. Okay. I didn't know. I thought he was in the middle of the United States. I forget. Yes, I have gambled. I beat the gambling on this planet. We're clear. We are clear for this planet's gambling. They all left about hearing how much milk you put in your cereal. I think I'm pretty normal with my cereal habits, I'm just saying. I too was partially traumatized. Oh. Oh, boho. I like milk. Oh dear. Oh dear. I like milk, and I don't mind when certain cereals get soggy. I just eat fast if they're not the kind of cereal I like getting soggy. Hello, side quest NPC.
It's the foul business, that is. No.
Or not. Please send more monkey milk. Bro. Caught live, SMH. I don't even want to know what monkey milk tastes like, bro. Foul indeed, no doubt. Yo, Kiff.
Kawanabo. Takome.
It's the... She did? Oh no, by the... They'd call each other all... That... It may look...
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. Maybe some of these people will know more about...
I was cleaning up the... I'd much rather...
Is it the bouncer who knows, or is it this guy at the bib? Maybe it was Kiff who actually knew. I'll just ask him again. PAX was my most evil run. Yes, the most deliberately evil run, absolutely. Pacifism is an evil thing to want. How dare people be pacifist? The way he was pacifist was pretty evil, I can't lie. Is that candy ass? I mean, Candorus? Does he have a candy ass? I'm gonna be 100 with you, bro. He's got a normal ass. Too muscular. Too tight. Kind of a normal guy, if you ask me. Kreia, though, despite being an octogenarian, has the sway, has the pose, has the dump in the truck. I don't know how this happened. She's just very good at exercising, it would seem. Hello, Gormo. Event tubes in the Mandalore gear go straight to the beehole. Aw, nah. Am I down bad for Kreia? No, bro. I'm making an observation. We had someone in here who was simping hard for Kreia earlier. Past streams. I don't know where they went. Monkey Malk is something different. I wouldn't know, man. Bro, that's your mother-in-law. Listen. Listen, this washed up, divorced old man. He needs something. Can the Force really... There you are. Hi, Wraith. That's the kind of shit we were getting earlier. I'm not reading that whole thing aloud. Holy shit, dog. What in the hell? Oh, the crime scene. Okay, fine. I'll go there first. The only something we do is for the Pazaak deck. True and real. Oh, Han's going for the Oyukadan run then. Nah, no. He's not going for that. Oh shit. Do I have to check the crime scene by looting? Okay, we're fine. I'm not looting. Directly, anyway. He's not going for that.
Nobody we talk.
What he's going for is the money run. He wants to retire. And also, he'll have to end up killing his mother-in-law and his ex. Kind of, sort of. Honestly, this is like a divorced man's dream playthrough, honestly.
It's the that
Yo, man. Who picked apart the clanker? So no head.
This room is... That Bith keeps buying drawers. I wouldn't tell you. That Western Square has the...
Well, thanks for the info, I guess. Oh, didn't mean to turn that on, but whatever. Were Twi'leks always that shiny? Well, in a cantina on a certain time, at a certain time of night, they can be as shiny as you want.
I am 1B.
Kiff in the canteen.
What a fun quest, chat. Didn't they always have distance fog in the cantinas? I think that was just KOTOR 1. I think KOTOR 1 was the only game that did that. I don't think KOTOR 2 does. At least not in this version. Well, then again, this does look kind of foggy from a distance. Or I guess blurry, I don't know, man. Maybe it's a graphics setting. I couldn't tell you. I don't really pay attention to those details that well. There's a Twi'lek in the bar you can talk to, but not enter dialogue. Who'll talk about his Leku.
She's dead.
Yeah, I did see that guy. I like distance fog, nice ambience. Here's the guy. Apparently Twi'lek get their Leku waxed. Okay. Fog of war. Fog of war and an opium den. I think that's just opium, bro. Bro, he's freaky.
If it'll, there's no.
He just is freaky.
Nico, is it? And that's a bold statement.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazaak. It was a prosperous night.
This guy understands.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
Old man, it's the Matale boy.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other.
What he meant to say, Major, is that they were friends.
So these two were friends? A friend would never... You expect me to...
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima, the bartender, can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. Well, there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of... So what? What matters is who was... The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster... You have a recording?
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be the real killer.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your...
Matale.
The men will be working on
Yo,
getting
British
Dagon
guy
out
gaming.
right away. The Major sure isn't You're quite a team.
Don't think you've ever taken Kreia to Onderon? Well, Kreia's always free 50% XP, so may as well take her everywhere, right? Mayrune's Dagon. Bro has a baby face. Is that Morgan Freeman? No, that's not Morgan Freeman. He's too young. No, that's my son. Nemo. Morgan Star Killer. One of the three variants of Star Wars names. Welcome to the chat, by the way, British guy.
The investigation would... I'm not gonna say anymore. If you... Thanks.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells
Hitman.
go, it had definite
Agent
class,
47.
but I prefer being out on my own. I owe you and Mandalore one. Yeah, it was. Although it looked pretty much like this to begin with. Little dirt never killed anyone. Well, maybe a few people. But they didn't pay too well, so they got what they deserve. I give my customers
What a guy.
menu of options. If they go for the deluxe,
Malik.
I'll clean up the place and put on a new smock. Otherwise...
Onderon needs to get busy living or get busy dying. This bald guy's about to give me a lightsaber.
Patients, customers, idiotic hut spawn, call them what you like. Most doctors tell you that they get into the business to save lives. Most of them are... like... Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place... A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. There's a slight... The thing is, so... Bakel's gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's in the local canteen. Just get me the encrypted holodisc. App.
Lightsaber for free. For free. Bro is more bad than me? What are you talking about? Are you saying that guy is handsome, or are you saying that I suck at the game? Oh, bald. You just mistyped. My bad. More. How do you become more bald than someone who's bald? How does it get more bald than that? Like, what are the mechanics, alright? Bow before me, peasants. I am second in line to the throne. Third, it would seem. But yes, you do have a crown, Hans. Well done, well done. Queen Talia, dude from New Jersey. Onderon's actually Hoboken. Believe it or not. Little did we know. Could also lose your eyebrows. Could shave your entire body completely bare, I guess. Wax your chest, your armpits. Everything. All over. It's possible, I suppose. You have hair on the inside of your skull? Ah, nah, bro. I don't even want to think about that. Mod Kreia to allow dual saber. Just give her a new arm. Lol. Be kind of funny. Like, hey, buddy. I need you to be stronger than that. I don't think there's many feats I can really use with an unarmed build. Not that I've really needed to be unarmed. I could really focus on weapons if I really wanted to. Guess I could regen force points quicker. For free. I haven't really needed force points. Deflection rolls. I don't know if this works with hand deflections. I don't think it does. Not sure. Let's look it up. Why not? KOTOR to deflection rolls. I mean, I think it says it works. Okay, so yeah, it does. It does. It does. Alright. Let's add some more deflection. There's lots of enemies with guns in this game. More enemies with guns than there are lightsabers in this game, so may as well, right? I lost my eyebrows once in the war. Rip. Laser the hair off, yeah. Crown 1 is king, Crown 2 is heir apparent, Crown 3 is Crown 2's heir, therefore I'm second in line to the throne. Whatever you say, man. Almost lost your eyebrows in chemo? Ah, shit, man. That's tough treatment. Glad you're out. Stub my toe once, life is really hard. Give Kreia a Samus gun, lightsaber in one hand, and an arm cannon in another. That'd be really funny. The prank war on your first deployment. The prank war. Were you at the park? Were you beefing with Benson, bro? Were you on the same side as Muscle Man? I went to work with an upset stomach. Nice try, Snowflake. Lol, Lamau.
What do you want? You? The Offworlder wants to make a donation.
This guy is affluent. Send him to hell. Alright, buddy.
Yeah.
Check this out. That was easy.
I'll take care of this. I'll take care of
This stupid off-worlder is affluent. Kill them. Like, okay, bro, check that out. Basically Titan armor with that skirt. Yeah, bro, Titans look sick as hell. We love butt capes. Also, I think it'd be a kilt, professionally. Oh, shit, I have to loot this lady on purpose. And I guess... Well, I guess I can put back the Achani Vibra Sword. Well, no, I can't. I'll go find a body to put those back on. It's fine. Dude, Benson's gonna rip off our eyebrows. No worries, bros. I know a guy who can replace our eyebrows. Alright, let's give the lightsaber or the sword back here. Is the open starport visa allowed to be transferred? No, I guess not. I guess that's just a free thing I can give away. Sure, I'll take it. Why not? May as well help that guy who's going to the Republic, yeah. I went to bed a bit gassy. Do better, prissy. Lol. Lamau. Here, you want out, bro? Get out. Yeah, get out of here. Not even a ridiculous plot idea for a regular show. Yeah, Mordecai somehow singes his eyebrows because Rigby messed up a park job and now he's gonna look like a fool in a date for Margaret. So he has to go on a quest to get his eyebrows back, so he asks Skips for some kind of ritual method to grow hair instantly. But in his hubris, he spawns a hair monster that grows from his feathers or something. And then everyone has to fight it with like 80s music and chainsaws, and they have to cut the hair. That would be a totally normal regular show episode.
Have you found the... Great, go in there. You got anything you need to take care of? If things go...
I don't think there's anything I need to do.
Come back.
Yeah, I think I'm good with everything on this planet. I think we can leave.
So you... like a... Yeah.
Yeah. Does Punch It
Is
Chewie
this
work in
meeting a
K2?
trap?
Good question,
I
I'm
can't
not
afford
sure.
to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. That clue is no fool.
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls, the General has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something. There is...
Very well.
Aren't.
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Good with everything like there isn't 3 more quests. Well,
the meeting is on. Head straight to the camp. And no offense, but I hope I never see you again.
Lol, Lamau. He hates me. I can't
must have
loot.
gone through a lot to...
I can't loot items on this planet, so a lot of the quests, mostly the starport visas and acquiring said starport visas, I cannot do since looting is not allowed on gambling planets. K2 the mountain. Then the date continues and Mordecai fumbles anyway, burns his eyebrows off during the date. That would be so correct. Do you think the Queen and Kavar were bumping? You know, I wouldn't even be surprised. TBH. I don't know, it works in K1 without a doubt. Used to have so much fun with it as a kid. I should probably give that a try in K1 and K2 so I can use free cam for my film shots. That'd be pretty smart.
Kavar, the famed Jedi Guardian. I wonder how we'd have fared against you.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada. Every Jedi that went with him was lost, corrupted. But there's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an explanation.
Am I interrupting? In
Yes.
orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was certain, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless, if you ask me. Get them, men! And watch your aim! Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
I must return to the palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What have you done to my men? Blast! Men, take care of him. I won't let Kavar escape.
For the sake of subtlety, I suggest we avoid using grenades and any other weapons that may injure civilians in this.
Whatever. Whatever, Kreia, I guess. That's not super fun, but whatever, man.
I hear you.
Just give me them buffs. Wow, Mandalorian's kind of eating shit. Maybe I should actually use my energy resistance power. Got him. Career level. Oh, missed one. I think I recognize the lightsaber guy. It's Slim Cognito from Ratchet and Clank. The lightsaber guy? You mean the doctor who gave me a lightsaber? I'm confused. I forgot how awkwardly paced the dialogue was in this quest. It's interesting. Always interesting. Never not interesting. Ooh, Master Meditation. So good. So good, dude. I guess Kendra's just had a heart attack. What? Why did he fall over? Whatever, we're fine. He just fell over for no reason. I didn't see a poison effect on him. That just kind of just happened. Whatever. Hey Nico, how you feeling about all this?
I'll tell Dagon Gent to get out of Isis fast. Good luck.
Alright, good idea. Let's get out of here, dude. Maybe he was poisoned. I don't know, I didn't see a grenade go off. How is Kreia slightly light side? I thought you couldn't affect her alignment at all. I guess you can. I guess it's in the code that you slightly can. Well, fellas, I think it's time we hop out of the corridor. We may have overstayed our welcome a smidge. Welcome back, Drowlia, my friend. How you doing, dude?
Yes.
Get that energy resistance going again. We love battle meditation. Rah. Did you miss something cool? There was a milk cereal debate, and I guess if you didn't see me do the Pazaak on this planet, I did that as well.
More where that came from.
Net loss, net gain of 0, I should say. Love to see it. But yes, there was a milk and cereal debate.
What's happening in the West Square? Command's ordered comm blackout. What? Why? That makes no sense. Are you sure it wasn't some of those Beast Rider slags? You must be mistaken. Just head to the safety of the Merchant Square, citizen. We'll send a patrol to investigate as soon as we can contact our HQ.
Not all the military is after us. Still, Vaklu can throw a whole army at us. We should head over to the spaceport before General Vaklu invents some charges against us.
Good idea, Canderous. You know all about being a criminal. You guys aren't commoners. You guys are faking.
Fallen.
Beat him up. Beat him up. Oh, cool. Mandalore level up.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna auto that. I don't really care. As a recap, Legend Monkey was swayed by my eloquence and charms and turned away from his cereal drowning ways. Liar!
The diagnostic is doing target acquired. What the hell does that mean?
That's pretty basic English, bruh. Adding cereals to milk is barb. What are you on about? If you just want, like, flakes, eat the flakes, fine, but it's cereal. It's designed to be eaten with milk. Like, I know certain Eastern countries absolutely think milk is a weird thing that should not exist. And
Your
cereal
visa's been scanned.
And I guess we're not doing that. Alright, just zap them. You know, in Japan, they don't really do milk. They don't sell milk at grocery stores. Well, they do sell milk. It's more cereal. Cereal is what they don't really sell. At all. Milk products in general. Milk is just not that popular in Japan. Also, ranch dressing, not there. No ranch dressing. Made me really sad. That's a pretty solid Anakin impression. I do practice it a little bit. It's pretty... I like doing impressions, they're fun. Do not put the milk in first, then the cereal. Zachary Bates, I pour the milk, I pour the cereal, then I take out the bowl. Liar! Heathen! How dare you. I love that meme of Anakin where it's like, help, I accidentally made a Jeep, and he goes, what have I done? Drops a wrench in front of a Rubicon. You're not gonna pod race in that thing, bro. It ain't going any miles per hour. Japan has hella milk product. They don't do cereal. When I was there in the convenience stores, I didn't see a single cereal box.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get at no more.
Japanese bread is literally called milk bread. There are milk-based drinks, yogurts, stuff like that. I'm a fan of what the hell is it called? Not lychee. There's lychee flavor, but what the hell is it called? I forget. I had so much of it when I was over there. Frickin'. It's like yogurty milk water stuff. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. I misspoke when I was talking about milk products. I just meant cereal. Cereal is not common. Breakfast in general is something I noticed is not really that common. There was breakfast options, but like it wasn't the same stuff that we got in the USA. Not a lot. No frozen prepared stuff. It was mostly like bagged pancake, butter, jelly, mixed sandwich things, and pastries. They have poutine. They have cereal, but it's usually cereal bars. Lactose free or extra lactose. Gogurt. I do cereal, then milk, then the bowl. We got a bunch of fellas in the chat right now, bro. What is going on? Drink some miso soup and you gaijin. I don't... When I was there, I had breakfast. I got breakfast food from the convenience stores, the convenies, and it was fine. They had options. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't like a full meal. It was just something you took, you had outside the store, threw away the wrapper, and got going. They're mostly about lunch and dinner over there. But hey, we're off Duxon. I mean, we're off of Onderon. Eat cereal with a fork. Back to my home planet. Without any tax, though, so there's no monkeys.
The shuttle is going... I'm not ready to part company yet. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you. I don't have it in me. It's a matter of self-interest. The Sith aren't known for sharing power. But that's enough for now. We'll have time.
I don't have it in me.
The Ebonhawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.
Wow, Atten was useful. What do you know? Who could have thought? Who could have thunk? I like the pancake sandwiches. Those are gas. pancake, butter, jelly, syrup, all in the middle. I wish we had those over in America. I'd have those all the time. Kind of goated, I'm not gonna lie.
Our numbers swell. Our training holds
Atlas the goat, give him some respect.
will fear us once more.
Nah, he's terrible in honor mode. He is such a bad character in honor mode. Honor mode KOTOR 2. I will admit there's a skill issue on my part when it comes to KOTOR 2, but he was just not chillin'. I'm gonna say I shouldn't be able to loot this stuff yet. I'm gonna say no. Even though Duxon is a safe planet. Nah, what the hell? Duxon is a safe planet. Oh. No. No. We're not on a safe planet until we get to... What's next on my list? Let's take a look. Let's take a look-see. Full English breakfast, though. I think that's too many calories, believe it or not. English breakfasts are very, very filling.
Mandalore will gather the scattered clans.
Korriban. I'm going to Korriban next. That'll be fun. That's a safe planet. I can loot as much as I want over there.
Our numbers swell.
I miss living in Japan.
Ready to head back.
I think that'd be a fun experience for a little while, but I'm not very good at learning languages. Not that patient. So I probably wouldn't fit in very well. You know, apart from, you know, being a very white boy. Being a foreigner in a foreign land and all. In a very homogeneous population. Oh, hello, Beodur.
Not since Malachor, the last. The man yet, and you didn't event, and then the echo. Blame lies with me for creating. You realize that unless action was taken, none of us realized.
Beodur has so much character in restored content.
But if I were...
Why'd they cut all of his dialogue? It's good.
You fought for no cause other than to...
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't what...
You did nothing but murder innocent.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their...
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me...
Defeat is part of a warrior's...
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed?
People die in...
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
Fine.
No, don't run away, Bayo. I lived there for 3 years around Tokyo. Knowing Japanese is unnecessary? It's true, there's lots of very nice people there who are very, of course, dutiful in their customer service, but I feel like I should. If I was gonna try and live there, I feel like I would want to. I wouldn't want to be a burden. Also, I gotta go get some of my money on Telos. That'll be the last thing I do this stream. A true gambling addict would steal everything to afford playing. This gambling addict is rich right now. Nearly 69k. Actually, it's gonna be 69k. Just a sec. Oh, how sorrowful he is. He left his waifu behind. Who left whose waifu behind? What? Bayo reminiscing about Genshin? Aw, nah, bruh. I had to give up my perfect Genshin account with my E2 Raiden Mei, General. Do you know what that does to a man? Makes him go insane. There are no foreigner establishments. Those are starting to pop up more. Thankfully, when I was there, those weren't really trending yet. On one hand, some people are nice about it. They just say, well, we can't serve you, or we don't really know how to speak English. And then there's, of course, the territorial fellas who just don't want foreigners. I like the fact that the VA for Beodur is just whispering like his parents are sleeping next to him. That's what I said! He must have been a new voice actor, and, like, maybe... I don't know. I can't make any theories. I don't know what he was up to. It just sounds like he was in a closet, trying to be really quiet. What? He has no money? She has no money.
Don't know we're such a...
Wow, I guess going to 2 planets doesn't generate any ad revenue from the dancer. SMH. All men die, but some men die gloriously. I don't know, tell that to the POWs and the innocent civilians that were bombed. Is that glorious? That's what Beodur would say. Opening such an establishment on Canada would get you crucified. Opening such an establishment has been done many times before in America. It's probably still done today. In the Bible Belt. But don't get me wrong, customer service around here isn't all that great. If someone walks in speaking another language, like a European language, high chance that no one's just gonna figure it out. No Google Translate or anything like that. They're just gonna be like, huh? What? If it's Spanish, usually it's fine. Lots of people know Spanish. Or were taught a little bit of Spanish. I was taught a little bit of Spanish. Teeny tiny, itty bitty little bit. Mandalorians and the Mandalorian Wars were kind of wild. Yes, they were. The amount of Japanese I know is tourist.
This is Korriban. Why would
I know how to say, excuse me, I'm sorry.
An adequate
hello,
job,
thank
pilot.
you.
Perhaps
It's
here
about
there
it.
is some trace of those.
There are signs of life on the surface. Beasts by the dozen. You might want to keep your, lightsaber sharp.
Although I think that the pilot's mechanical devices...
It seems this place merely tolerates sentience walking upon it. It is pleased to have been left alone. There is great power in...
There is much that would draw the... If you... I will remain here and the...
Okay, alright, that's gonna be the end of the stream for tonight, fellers. We got pretty darn far. We got Duxon completed and Onderon completed. Speedrun the planet in 5 mins. Nah. We'll come back tomorrow. We're streaming tomorrow, Sunday, 7:30 p.m. EST. Same as always. Thank you all for coming by today. It's been really awesome. Gotten 2 planets done. Got a gambling planet done as well. So, yeah, we're on a pretty good track here for the challenge. The Honor Mode KOTOR Honor Mode Challenge, KOTOR 1 Honor Mode Challenge will be releasing tomorrow at 12 p.m. EST. If any members are in the chat and do not know, the challenge has come out 24 hours early for you, so feel free to go watch that. But yeah, apart from that, I will see you guys around tomorrow, hopefully. Later, fellas. Rest up.